Hello everyone, today we're going to make square 4 of the 2025 sampler blanket, and this stitch is called the Boblette stitch. Isn't it cute as can be? Today I'm using Storm Blue Stylecraft Special DK or an 8-ply with my 4mm Clover and More hook. Of course you'll need scissors and darning needle, and a ruler or tape measure is an absolute necessity with this project because we are measuring the width of our squares quite a few times as we're unable to get the chains that begin each square to be the same. So we work around it by measuring. This project is also in US terminology. Let's go and get into it, guys. As we're going along and making these little squares, each with a different pattern, I'm finding that the one size doesn't fit all when it comes to the length of the chain. So again, it's all about measurement, just trying to maintain that same measurement throughout each square. For the Boblette stitch today, I'm going to start with 21 chain. Now have your yarn end in your right hand, making a loop, pulling up a loop. There you have a slip stitch, and when you make it that way, it enables you to tighten or loosen this stitch to whatever you desire. Making it the other way produces a very large loop at the beginning of your work that actually can look quite unsightly. So I'm going with 21 chain. You might be a little different to me if you're making bigger squares. I'll see you at the end of the chain. You can see that the top of the chain has a little V stitch look, but I work into the back bump. You don't have to, you use whichever option you're most comfortable with. So 1 and 2. Working a single crochet, so hook through your loop, pull up your yarn, yarn over and pull through 2. That's your single crochet in US terminology. Now work across the chain and I'll meet you towards the end. Righto, I finished my first row of single crochets. I'm going to measure it, and it is a bit under the 13 centimeters, but you know what? I did some of this yesterday and found that with this pattern the work expands. So I'm trying to keep those sides a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go with this first row that is a little bit shorter than the 13 centimeters. So, you know, it can be stretched out once the stitches are in the top of the next row. So for row 2, we chain 1, turn our work and do a single crochet straight into the top of the single crochet below. Then we single crochet and we don't finish the stitch. Now this left hand stitch is what we're working on. We're going to chain it 1, 2 and 3, and then yarn over and pull through both stitches on your hook. Then we do a single crochet next. We start a single crochet the one after, don't complete it, yarn over, and we're working only through this left hand stitch 1, 2 and 3 times. Yarn over through both of the stitches on your hook, doing a single crochet. Now I'm much happier with this. I had actually looked around and saw that the Boblette stitches that other people make only use 2 chains, and the Boblettes just didn't stand out enough for my liking. So I'm really happy with that 3 chain. So we'll stick with it. So we do a single crochet that we don't complete, yarn over through that loop, yarn over again and again. yarn over, through both loops on the hook. Then we do a single crochet. Then we do a single crochet that we don't finish, yarn over, pull through that loop, 1, 2 and 3, then yarn over, pull through both loops. Single crochet. Single crochet that you don't finish, yarn over, pull through that left hand loop, 1, 2 and 3 times, yarn over and pull through both loops. Now doing a single crochet. Single crochet that you don't finish, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 3 times, yarn over, pull through both loops on your hook. Single crochet into the next. Single crochet but don't complete it, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, pull through 2. Single crochet. Next single crochet we don't complete, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, pull through both stitches on the hook. Single crochet. Single crochet in the next that you don't complete, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, pull through 2. Now there's 2 stitches left here on mine, and that's a-okay because we need to make the boblets off center. So we do 1 single crochet and another. When we reach the end of our row, we're going to do a chain 1, turning your work, and then start off with a single crochet directly into the single crochet below. Now we're going to single crochet all the way across. And the stitches allow you to see quite easily where you need to go. So this row is very kind to us. I'm going to finish this row and have a little measure and see where that's up to, with the hope I won't have to pull it undone and do it again. But that's my job here, right? My job is to make your crochet life easier and hence happier. Let's have a look, you guys. Look at that. That is so cute. Yeah, see, that's coming out to 13 already. Yep, that will be just fine. Double thumbs up. So for the next row, we have turned, do a chain 1, and this one needs to be offset. So the little boblet needs to be offset from the one down below in row 2. So we're going to do 2 single crochet to start with. Then we're going to do a boblet, so a half made single crochet, yarn over, pull through 1, 2 and 3, yarn over, pull through both stitches on your hook. Now a single crochet, half made single crochet, yarn over, pulling through that left loop once, twice, 3 times, yarn over, pull through both and make another single crochet. And there we go, we do have our boblets off center. I'm going to work my row 4 and meet you towards the end, okay? I've just finished the last boblet for this row. Now I'm going to do a single crochet, and I think we should check our measurement again so it doesn't get away on us, because I have a habit of doing that and having a lot to pull undone. Yep, see how, pop that one back through the right way. See how the work as it goes along is starting to splay out a little bit. So that's where I want the measurement to be taken from, and that's definitely 13 centimeters, which is like the rest of them. Okay, you might be using a different number, but please check and check again just to save yourself from having to frog all that hard work. Now row 5, we chain 1, turn our work, pop that little random boblet back on the other side where it belongs, and this one again is simply single crochet all the way along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now sometimes you might need to push that little boblet down a little bit so you see the hole that you need to go through. 7. Popping that boblet out of the way so I can see where I need to work. That was 19 and 20. Chaining 1, turning your work. This time we're going to do 1 single crochet at the start, not 2. That way we get our boblet off center again. So now we do a half, I was going to say a half-hearted single crochet, a single crochet that we don't complete. Yarn over, pulling through that left hand loop 3 times, yarn over, pull through both, and straight in for a single crochet. Incomplete single crochet, yarn over, pull through that left loop once, twice, 3 times, pull through both on the hook, and coming in for a single crochet. That is looking fabulous to me. I did some swatches yesterday and they really weren't as gorgeous as this. So the 3 chain boblet makes all the difference. Oops. 1, 2, and 3. Now let's work along and I'll meet you at the end of this row. This is the end of row 6 and we have 2 single crochet spaces left. We're going to just single crochet into both of those, remembering that we are keeping the boblets off center, which is why you've ended up with 2 left here. Now yarn over and chain 1, turning your work, and again it is just the single crochet row for row 7, nice and easy. I'll meet you back for row 8. At the end of your row we're going to chain 1, turn over your work, and this time do 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, then start the boblet again to get the boblet off center to the one that's 2 rows below. Three, single crochet, boblet, single crochet, boblet, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, pull through both, single crochet, boblet stitch, and single crochet. How good is that looking? And the work as I'm going along is actually there we make it 12.5, but it will be fine, stretched out a little bit. So let's go now and get quite a bit of our work done, and we'll come back for a remeasure and touch base. I've completed row 18, and just measuring up, we are pretty well spot on with 13 centimetres. Now we'd best see how many rows we've got left to go. Maybe 4? We're nearly there. Righto, so chaining 1, turning your work, doing the single crochet row, which is every second row. This one is a really good one to count your stitches so that you can make sure you haven't dropped any or gained any. which does happen in these side to side row squares, I find. Into the last single crochet there, chaining 1, turning your work. Now we're going to do 2 single crochets this time. So remember, as you go, with each new row of boblette, you do 2 single crochets, and then the one after you'll do 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet, just so you're keeping these boblettes off center. Okay, so that one was 2 single crochets. Now I'll do a half done single crochet and chain into that left hand loop. Single crochet and stop, yarn over, pull through that left once, twice and 3 times, then pull through both loops on your hook, doing a single crochet, pulling through that left loop 1, 2 and 3 times, pulling through both loops, and a single crochet. If that little boblet goes to the back, just pop it through, push it through to the front. Second last stitch is a boblet stitch and a single crochet. Chain 1, turning your work, and we're off and running on that single crochet row again. I'm going to keep going and I'll meet you at the very end of this square. Here we are, all done. I've done 22 rows for this boblet square, whereas the mini bean only took 17. So you can see again how measure and measure is flavour of the day. They're only measuring 12 high, but it's the same for all of my squares, so I'll stick with that. Yep, that's fine. Righto, let's darn in our yarn ends and we'll have another look. Here we have the cutest little boblet square, and doesn't it look so nice with the other squares too? I'm so happy with how this is working out and pretty excited to go and find the next pattern too. Okay everybody, I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.